Those green monsters of Parkview are testing the theory that baseballs fly further in desert heat. Michael Rodriguez leading a 5-home-run barrage Sunday night. But the South Bay Bombers are going to need to duplicate that outage against Silverado West, a squad out of Las Vegas. We go to Houghton Stadium. Tim Gaughan, our KUSI photographer, providing these pictures. And that's the Green Bombers. Joseph Anderson doubling in Rodriguez, and Jordan Blesch as the Green Monsters take a 3-2 lead. But bottom of the third, Silverado's Brock Schneider singles in a pair of runs. And it just is not to be Parkview's afternoon. They fall 5-3. They will try and stay alive Tuesday in day ball against Arizona's Sunnyside Tucson.
Competitive game. We faced a really, really good Silverado West team. You know, they executed, they took advantage of our mistakes, and I mean, that's the game. This whole summer, we were due to have a bad game, and we did, but we'll bounce back. Of course it hurts. You know, we talked right now. I told them it's okay, it's going to hurt. You know, they're competitive. They're a competitive team, you know, but again, you know, let it hurt for 5 minutes, and we've got to come back because Arizona ain't going to feel sorry for us.
That's Parkview's first loss since the All-Stars got together. I don't care if it's just helmets and shorts. The Almighty did not intend for football to be played or practiced in this sort of weather. Rocky Long and the Aztecs at least attempting to beat the high noon sun on the Mesa. State's first practice on Monday starting at 6:30 p.m.
Well, the returners were just trying to get their timing back until we can put pads on. The new guys were trying to figure out which ones can play a little bit as freshmen.
All the guys are here now. The young guys had 3 days before us, but now we're all together. So we got the energy going. We're setting the tempo. It's a little bit faster for them since all the older guys are out there knowing what they're doing. But it's fun. A lot of new faces, a lot of young guys, a lot to work with for me.
Yeah, it's a lot different just going out there and knowing my role is stepping up. But I got a bunch of guys that I can lean on this year to help me out. So it's going to be a good season. It was fun running with those big guys up there.
Meanwhile, the Toreros were roasting in the apex of the afternoon heat. Here's Rick Willis.
Don't tell USD head coach Dale Lindsey that the first day of practice in pads is hot.
We came out here from Cleveland in 1970, played the Chargers in a preseason game when we practiced at Point Loma. Now, we didn't practice long. We practiced an hour and a half most every day. And we get out here and we said we can practice 3-4 hours out here a day. It was like heaven, man. You get the ocean breeze from 75 to 80 degrees.
His old-school mentality is part of the reason that the Toreros have won 6 of the past 7 PFL championships.
It's definitely made me tough, made me disciplined, and made me able to follow rules and stick to the script and be able to be tough. I would say tough and disciplined is the biggest way it's affected me, and be hard-nosed and able to take hits.
Honestly, like even back in Pop Warner, I had a pretty old school coach. So, I mean, this is kind of all I know, but I wouldn't have it any other way, you know.
Another reason for the success is a guy who's been behind center the last 3 seasons and senior and 2013 Silver Pigskin finalist Anthony Lawrence.
The year that we recruited Anthony, we recruited 4 quarterbacks. And most all of them were taller. They were faster. They might have had a strong arm, but not a one of them knew how to play quarterback the way this guy does. And the thing I say that anything Anthony does, anything we do down here, regardless, it could be a defensive line drill, if he's in it, he competes to win.
The last 2 seasons, USD has won their FCS first-round playoff game. Now, for this program to take the next step, it's winning a second.
I have to be a lot better than both the games at North Dakota State. We struggled as an offense. I struggled personally a lot, and I have to be ready in the big lights in those games to be able to come through and be able to move the ball for the team.
From USD, Rick Willis, KUSI Sports.
Thank you, Rick. Former Aztec and former Green Bay Packer Rich Moran paying a visit to the KUSI studios. You can see the entire conversation at KUSI.com. Rich talking about a grueling 2-a-day era that used to be. Now it's Club Med, is it not?
Well, everyone would be a Don Matthews. I mean, you could play 20 years. Because it was such a race to recovery. You would lose 10 pounds twice a day, at least I would. Race to the ice tub, hit the ultra fuel, try and get your body temperature down, hit enough fluids, get ready for the second practice. Then I would have to run to a restaurant and hit 2 dinners at 10 o'clock at night just to keep the weight on. You know, unless you're a Ron Holstrom, that's a guy. Big exactly. So the recovery was such a big part of making it through training camp.
Rich, we have 15 seconds left.
Okay.
What was it like to be on John Carroll's staff at Oceanside?
It was a blessing because you get done playing football and you miss the game, and then to see him and the way he communicated with the players, I just felt fortunate to be a Pirate. And the first championship I ever won in football, since 4th grade, ever won was at Oceanside High School. So I was there 4 years with him, from 95 to 98 and 2012, and I have a close relationship with him and the staff, and it's been fortunate.
Well, thanks, Rich. What do you say we continue our PPR training camp previews at John Carroll Stadium in Oceanside? The Pirates made it to the D1 semis before losing to crosstown rivals last year. No CIF titles in the Dave Rodriguez era just yet. Perhaps that will change in 2018.
Training as a team, being together as a team always on campus. So being together 24/7 makes that relationship a lot deeper and makes our bond, we connect a lot better.
That's the thing about Oceanside. We've always had each other's backs. So we just got to keep each other accountable and just play.
Well, speaking of Oceanside's crosstown rivals, the El Camino Wildcats come into the season ready to defend their CIF D1 championship. It all starts in the trenches. Everybody on this line, both sides, averages 300 pounds or more.
Our O-line, D-line is better than last year, and I'm super excited about it. Allow everybody else to make big plays. They don't always get the recognition, but they should, because that's where it all starts.
We were all together last year, and since we lost a lot of the seniors on both sides of the ball this year, it's up to us juniors who are now seniors to bring everyone together, because we got a lot of young guys, a lot of young talent.
Meanwhile, the Eagles of Grunt Hill starting their 59th season of football after going 12-0 the last 3 years in the Grossmont Valley League. Coach Kevin Cobb and company are moving up to the Grossmont Hills League. They opened the season against Poway.
It's a big jump. I mean, we have to prepare harder now. We have to be ready for anything better than we faced before. We're going to compete. We're going to be physical. We're going to make teams work.
I think as a team, we're coming. I think from the first day that we started, there was a little bit of struggles. Like I said earlier, we don't have the size that we did last year, so we got to be a lot quicker pace.
Michael Caston has been an assistant coach at 4 different East County schools for nearly 40 years, including 19 at Valhalla. And now, Michael finally is the head man for the Norseman program.
It's been good. It's definitely good to get something new going on. We're adapting to it, and we're just looking to execute with the new coach.
Expect very tough defense, smart special teams, and an offense that'll control the clock and will not make many mistakes and will cause other teams to make mistakes. That's our goal.
Meanwhile, social media guru and Hilltop coach Drew Westling is leading the Lancers has led the league title in his second season, led the Lancers last year. Now in year 3, he will look to senior quarterback Joey Castillo. Joey's important to KUSI because he's the younger brother of PPR photog Alvaro Castillo.
But this group, you can see we're all just one big family. We all hang out together, and we got each other's back no matter what, because there's no one really complaining out here. We know what we want, and we have a goal set in mind.
And Montgomery claimed their first outright league title in school history last season. Now a couple local legends are on the coaching staff. SDSU's Freddie Dunkel is the head coach. His buddy and former Aztec as well, DeMarco Sampson, is coaching the defense.
It meant a lot, knowing that Montgomery never wins no league titles. We put the first banner in there. So, I don't know, just felt accomplished.
Just, with all the stuff that we've been through as a team and everything, it meant a lot coming and actually winning that banner last year.